Hey, Star Stuff. This is your timeless collective reading for the week of December 18th to December 24th, 2023. Okay. Earlier in the week, we've got the Ten of Water, Harmony. This is these spiritual dolphins touching the third eye of the person, and the dolphin's energy comes from the heart space, right in the center of the chest there. Let yourself be softer and more receptive now. There is a deep personal joy and inner seeing available to you when you find your center and you find your alignment. Midweek, Six of Clouds, or Six of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith. This is carrying burdens that we don't need to carry. If there's something that you can let go of now is the time. Let go and maintain that position of harmony from earlier in the week. It is time to observe. In the clarification cards, if things are feeling like a struggle, check to see what you're clutching onto. Are you perpetuating arguments and fights that don't need to be perpetuated? Why are you doing what you're doing? Ask yourself and observe, what's the real reason? And ask yourself why 2 or 3 times to get to the core layer. Whatever is going on that's creating this attachment, clutching, it's delaying your joy. The last clarifier, the Four of Clouds, is postponement. And I think it's interesting that midweek on the base card, as well as all the clarifiers, are all clouds. This suggests to me that whatever is going on is being perpetuated in the mind. Whatever's happening, it's being affected and perpetuated in the mind. And the emotions, taking you out of emotions that are helpful for you to grow and advance. So midweek, we may see some challenges that highlight to us what these things are. What is the thing that is in the way of my fruitfulness? What is in the way of my abundance? What is in the way of my free expression, my harmony, my relating with my heart center and seeing things with my inner wisdom? And as we move through the week, we've got our first major arcana, the Lovers. The Lovers is about meeting someone who opens an opportunity for you to see yourself in the great mirror. This is more than a physical love relationship that is showing up. It is an opportunity to meet yourself in your spiritual energy, in your higher self energy more deeply. There are loves that are much deeper and much more fulfilling than that of 2 bodies meeting one another. And the clarifier, the 8 of Fire, traveling, suggests that whatever this opportunity is, either it's a person, maybe it's a job opportunity, maybe it is that you have created something or you are creating something that is going to launch you into a different aspect of yourself, a level up, or a further expansive expression of who you are. There is inner movement available to you. Connect to the attitude of openness and acceptance, the way you would if you would travel to somewhere else. You need to be able to let go of how things are done where you are and do things in this new way and leave openness for your mistakes, your differences, etc., and embrace the moment, one step at a time, one moment at a time. with that acceptance and openness. So, looking at the week overall, what's available to us is connecting in. As we connect in with our heart space, we have inner wisdom, light, flow available to us, deep intelligence. Something tells me that Pisces is connected to the beginning of this week. So if you have associations with Pisces, um, intuition, inner knowing, etc., that's connected to the beginning of this week. Midweek, we see some challenges, not just the typical hump day challenges either. Remember, we are also in Mercury retrograde. And so there may be some things, some throwbacks to the past that we need to reconfront. And when we struggle with our yin energy, when we struggle with our feminine energy and our neutral energy, we have a much tougher time reaching our heart space, reaching the place where our high self can make love with the material to give us opportunities, to give us, our spiritual babies, our creative babies. We don't get those when we're struggling, when we're fighting, when our mind is in the way of doing what we need to do, expressing the way we need to express our freedom, our fullness. So check in with what our mind is saying and showing to us that is creating a feeling of heaviness, of burden, of tiredness. These things could be connected to things that we're holding on to. They could be from the past. They could be very real and valid things happening, but our mind is clutching them, and therefore we're not able to connect to our higher selves, connect to our good, connect to joy in the moment. It is really challenging to connect to joy when we're feeling angry, but the anger will pass rather quickly when we don't clutch onto it. I'm not saying that it's okay, whatever it is that happened, right? There are definitely things that happen that we, quote unquote, should be angry over. I can think of 3 or 4 things off the top of my head that, like, if they happened in front of me, that would cause a reaction. The feelings would move through, and I would be able to access myself. I would be able to access joy. I would be able to access some kind of action that helped me feel like, access some kind of action that gave me a way to step into my power in the moment. And so midweek, really reaching for that, really observing, really taking a moment to let go of something that we can let go of opens up this opportunity so that we can be well met deeply in our high selves. I mean, it very well could be a lover in the material, especially if we have been calling that in. But what I see in the cards is deeper than that. This is something from spirit, something that moves us in a way that we desperately need to move right now, in a way that we have been calling for and asking for, in a way that we have been challenging ourselves to go get. Sometimes spirit brings it to us, and the inner work is what opens the way for us to step into those opportunities when they arise. Okay? I'm really curious about how your week is going, how the representation of these cards are showing up for you. Just remember, you've got this. If you found value in this video, give it a like. Leave me a comment. Let me know how your week has gone. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And as always, see you in the next one.